Hey, Tony Gaskins here, checking in. Want to talk to you today about what to do when a man comes back. I've been getting this question a lot, and I actually just got it again yesterday or earlier today, so I decided I'll do a video on this. I did a video, I believe it's entitled, Why Do Men Always Come Back? So maybe you can watch that. And I talk about why a man comes back in that video. But on the flip side of that, what do you do if you are happy that he has come back and you want to give him another chance? How do you read a man? So first is really important that you understand that a man is coming back out of love slash heart. He's coming back out of heart, or he's coming back out of ego. So a man can lose you and realize that you are the one, and realize that he was stupid, he was immature, that he made some mistakes, that he misread the situation, and then he wants to come back. If he comes back out of heart, it's going to appear a certain way. He's going to have certain characteristics. He's going to do certain things, and it's the real deal. On the flip side, a man can come back out of ego, meaning that he hates to lose. He doesn't want to give you that victory. He doesn't want to accept failure. As humans, we all hate rejection. And the one type of rejection that a man feels he can control is the rejection from a woman. Because it's kind of like this. On your job, if he walks in his job and he gets fired, he knows if he shows back up there, he's trespassing and they're calling the police. And then the boys in blue gonna handle him however they want to handle him. He understands that. But see, with a woman, he knows that your heart is involved, that you really love him, that you really care for him. So you are not going to have the strength when he pops up knocking on your door to just call the police. You're going to call him or text him, ask him why is he at the door, or you're going to open the door and ask him what does he want. He knows that because he understands the heart of a woman. He has a mother. He maybe has sisters. He's had, most likely, women before you. So he understands the heart of a woman, how women are nurturing, caring, giving, forgiving. He understands that. And so as men, we play on that. We play that kindness is actually a weakness in a lot of ways, in a lot of areas. So men know that, and that is why a lot of men come back out of ego. And so what happens is, here's the thing. Most women don't know how to read a man and tell if he is serious. And that's what I'm going to be talking about on what you need to do when he comes back. Now, think about this. Actions speak louder than words. So he can say it all, but he also needs to do it all. Actions speak louder than words. So I did a video talking about watching how to read a man's character. Make sure you watch that video if you haven't watched it. And I'm talking about essentially actions. But the thing is with actions, you gotta have consistency. So actions are not enough on their own. You gotta have consistent actions, meaning these actions need to be a habit that has a pattern so that you can see this is who he truly is. So a man who is coming back out of ego, this is what he's going to do. It's going to look very similar to a man who's coming back out of heart. So a man's coming back out of ego, he's going to write you and say, hey, I really miss you. I really messed up. I really want to be with you. We just really should give it another chance. Can you please forgive me? Can we get together? Can we talk? Can I take you out to eat? Or can I call you? And you're like, wow, okay, wow. But then when you get on the phone with him or you go out with him, whichever route you go, and you start to talk to him, a man who's coming back out of ego, he's going to want to pick up right where he left off. So what he's going to do is, if let's say you're in person, he may try to kiss you at the end of the night. Or if he used to always grab your butt, he may try to grab your butt. He may try to do the same exact thing that he used to always do to you. He may try to say, look, can we go to your place, or can you come to my place? I just want to spend more time with you. I want to talk to you. And then he tries to go all the way. Because y'all have been there before. It's like riding a bicycle. He's trying to go all the way right there, boom. Because he back out of ego, because he's still immature. And he said all the right stuff. It looked like he was very sincere, but he's coming right back to jump right back in and pick up where you left off. That's ego. And so what I mean by this, think about it like this. If you get suspended from work, if you get rolled up at work, and now you get rolled up again, and then let's say you get suspended. You get suspended for a week because you came in late 3 times in the last week, and they're unexcused. You have no doctor's note, police report from a wreck. You just late, and then people are counting on you to be there and do that work, so they're gonna suspend you. So let's say you get suspended without pay a few days. When you come back, you're on probation. You ain't coming back and getting all the raises, and you're not coming back and getting a raise. You're not coming back and getting a corner office. You come back, you're on probation. So it's like, listen, child, we done suspend you, but you come back in here with the foolishness on y'all people time, whatever race you is, it's now it's y'all people time. You come back in here on y'all people time, and we're gonna give you a pink slip. So guess what? They telling you we done suspend you. Now you on probation. The next thing is termination. So suspension, probation, termination. You get terminated. You show up here. Now it's violation. Now you finna be at the police station. Then you gonna be on probation with the police. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you have to look at it, like with a relationship. If you gotta leave somebody, or somebody left you and then he's coming back for whatever reason. If you left him or he left you for whatever reason, you come back, you're on probation. You're on probation. So a man coming back out of ego, he gonna want to jump right back in the bed if y'all was in the bed. He gonna want to jump right back to tongue kissing if that's what y'all was tongue kissing. He want to jump right back to living together if y'all was living together, or if he was staying the night with you all the time, or if you was staying with him all the time. He gonna want to pick up right where he left off like nothing happened. That's ego. And then when you say to him, whoa, hold on now, hold on. Whoa, pump your brakes. Come on now, buddy. Let's slow down. Like, whoa, hold on. I don't want to, I'm not ready to, be tongue kissing because, we've been broke up. I really don't know where your mouth has been. So I'm not ready to be swapping saliva with you like that. And same thing about the bedroom. Whoa, hold on. I'm not ready to go there because I don't know, I need some time. I need to process some things. I don't even know if I'm going back to doing that. Now, a man out of ego, oh, what you mean? What do you mean? You mean to tell me that you don't really love me? That I've come back, I've written you letters, I've sent you texts, I've done all of this, I'm taking you out, I'm going out of my way, I'm trying to show you that I want to be with you, and this is how you treat me? Are you kidding me? What the? I cannot believe you. Oh my goodness. You know what? Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. We're going to do it your way if that's what you want. But I want you to understand that there's women who want me too. There are women who want me. There's women who banging down my doors and I'm ignoring all of these women and I'm pushing these women away for you because I really love you. That's all ego. That's all a lot of ego. Now, some of y'all done heard that exact thing what I just said. And the reason why is because I'm a relationship coach. And so I done heard it all. I done talked to men on a coaching session. Done said that exact thing. That's all ego. That's all ego. But what I want you to understand is when a man comes back out of heart, now he understands he's on probation. That you got to do the P test. That you can't get caught slipping. You got a curfew. You're going to be checked on. You got to answer some questions. Your privacy will be violated because you on probation. So ain't no all free for all. Do whatever you want to do. No, you did the crime. Now you got to do the time. And a man coming back out of heart, out of real love, he understands that. So a man who comes back out of heart, what he's going to do is he's going to start all over. And he's going to court you all over again. Now, here's the thing. You're like, man, Tony, I don't know if I ever experienced that now. Because that is a small percentage of men who come back out of heart, who come back out of real love. So this is more rare, but it could be your situation. He's going to start all over and he's going to court you. He's not trying to tongue kiss you. He might kiss you on the forehead. If he nasty, I was nasty. So if he nasty, he might try to grab a little booty. Okay, if he nasty. But if he come back out of heart, he's not trying to get you all the way in the bed. He's not trying to move his stuff right back in. He's not trying to get you to move your stuff right back in, whichever way it was. He's going to say, let me show you that this is real. When he's coming back out of heart. When he's coming back out of ego, he's going to do some work. I got a course for men on TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. It's a lot of men signed up for that course. I say a lot, not really a lot, but considering that men don't really do a lot of self-investment in the love and relationship space, you know, it's a good amount. It may be 50 to 100 men that sign up for that course. And a man out of ego gonna do that too. He's gonna buy him a book, make it work, post a picture on Instagram. A man out of heart is gonna do that too. So it's gonna look the same. So what you have to see is consistency, and you gotta see results. So the man who's doing it out of heart, he's reading the book Make It Work. He's sharing it with you because he need them brownie points. He need to get credit for this here work that he's doing now. He just ain't doing this. A man out of heart, he also gonna do some things without telling you, and you're gonna find out on your own. And what you're gonna be able to see is a man who come back out of heart, you're gonna see him respond to situations differently. So where something would have made him mad, where something would have pushed his button, where in the past when he calls you and you're not available because you're doing something, you busy, and then you call him back. In the past, where were you? What was you doing? What were you doing? Why you ain't answering the phone? It ain't no reason why you can't answer the phone. I'm calling, you ain't that busy. I guarantee you Michelle Obama answered Barack Obama call anytime he called her. I'm calling you, you ain't answering the phone. And you're like, whoa, hold on. I was in the restroom. My goodness, give me a break. Well, I was on the phone with my great aunt or my grandmother or my mother. It was a serious situation. I hadn't talked to her in forever. Yeah, right. Probably on the phone with your old boyfriend. You think you slick. And so that's what he used to do. A man who come back out of heart, when the same thing that used to push his buttons, when you do that, now he's like, oh, hey, thank you for calling me back. I missed you. I was trying to give you a call. I see I missed you. I know you. I know it's busy. I know stuff going on. And you on the other line and you like, you looking at the phone to make sure you ain't talking to your daddy or your brother. And with all this understanding that you getting, you kind of like, who is this? And oh yeah, I was talking to my mom. She calling me. She going through a lot. She talking to me, 30 minutes, hour. She would have stayed on the phone longer if I didn't get off the phone with her. So yeah, how are you? And then he go right into the conversation. I'm doing good. I was just checking on you. How your day going? And he's not harping on what he used to harp on. That's a man who's coming back out of heart, out of love, not ego. Now, the man who's coming back out of ego, he's going to show you the same stuff. You're going to see the same little short temper. You're going to see the same little sarcasm. You're going to see the same little insecurities. You're going to see the same little attitude. And this is the thing. He may not do that for a whole month. He may not do it for a month. Month 2, he feel like you done drop your guard. He going right back to the man he was. And so what you have to do as a woman is you got to have some stipulations in place. So what I mean by this is you got to have some things that, and I got a coaching call coming up here in a little while, so I'm going to have to go a little early today probably. But you're going to have to come up with some things like, hey, we there's a self-love retreat coming up August 14th through the 16th that Tony Gaskins is hosting. And I know we're a couple, but we still have to focus on self-love. I was thinking maybe we should go and we could room together because they have a room for roommates. So we could room together, but we can go and we can do this retreat. It's in the Redwood Mountains of California. A man who's coming back out of ego. Now that's a real event now. Go to TonyGaskins.com/events. Now that's a real event. A man who come back out of ego, this is what he gonna tell you. Oh no, I don't think that's necessary. That's not even necessary. We are a couple. That say self-love. You know what self-love really mean? Let's Google this. And he gonna find a one definition on Google that says self-love is selfish. And self-love is a bad movement. It's a toxic movement. And he gonna send you the article by the idiot who wrote that, who is butthurt on their keyboard. And then he gonna tell you, this is what he gonna tell you. I don't trust any of those guys. If you can find a woman doing one of those events, I'd rather hear from a woman because women are actually smarter. That's because he know it might not be any women right now doing this event. So women are actually smarter than men, and I trust women more than I trust men because you got to realize I'm a man. And this guy here, he used to be a drug dealer. He used to be a player. He's probably still doing all of that same stuff. A man out of ego, that's what he's going to tell you. A man out of heart, the only way he's going to have an issue with it is if he broke. And you know for a fact he broke because he done lost his job. But that's the only way. A man out of heart, he's going to say, okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. Let's go out there. I love, the mountains. I just like that environment. The pictures look great on the website. Like, let's do that. And the man out of heart, he gonna do that, and he's not going to be trying to have you all on your back and swinging from the chandeliers. Now, a man out of ego, he may actually go, but what he gonna be trying to do, since y'all rooming together and you haven't allowed him to move back in, or you move back in with him, but you say we're gonna room together, just so that you don't have to stay with a stranger and I don't have to stay with a stranger, or we don't both have to spend all this extra money to have our own suite, then we'll just stay together. It come with 2 beds. The man out of ego gonna want to have you spread eagle on your back and have you up flipping and tossing because now you done gave him so much credit for paying for a flight, paying for the tuition to be there. So now he there. So now you done drop your guard because you think that means something. You think the work is done. You think that because he showed up, the work is done. So now you on your back and y'all up sucking and ducking and shucking and jiving, and you missed the morning session the next morning. We got a session at 9 a.m. after breakfast. You done missed the morning session because y'all was up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning flipping and tossing. And so that's what the man out of ego gonna do. He gonna go with you, but try to derail and hinder your growth. He gonna have the workbook and be trying to argue about what's in the workbook and what he disagreed with that was said. coming from a happily married man, he gonna be trying to argue with him. You see what I'm saying? So what you have to do is you gotta watch consistency. You can't. Every man gonna do the right stuff for 2 weeks, 30 days. When you go to getting into 3 months, now the real starting to be separated from the fake. And what you have to do when a man comes back is you got to start all the way over. If it was bad enough that y'all had to break up, you got to start all the way over. You start back to the courting phase, back to the legs closed phase, back to the not living together phase. You got to start all the way over. Even if y'all was married, if you had to divorce him or separate, then you got to start over, because you need to see that he's willing to run the marathon and not just trying to come back and run the sprint. Because a lot of men gonna want to sprint back into your life and just get right back in. So understand this, that when this man is operating from his heart, he's gonna do everything you want him to do. You want to go to a retreat, he there. Seminar, he's there. You want to do couples coaching, couples counseling, he's there. You want to talk on the phone or FaceTime an hour a day, he's on there. He's there. You want to go on a date every week, he's there. And he's not asking for anything in return, because he knows he hurt you. He knows he took you for granted. So he's not asking for anything in return. So he's not going to be there and be trying to get everything back. He's going to say, I'm going to take my time. I'm a quarter. I'm going to make love to her mind. I'm a lover. I'm going to treat her right. I'm going to respect her. And I'm taking my time. When things happen that will frustrate him, he's not going to show it. He's not going to let it frustrate him. He's going to do the opposite of what he used to do. His behavior is going to be different. So if he was hanging with friends that you don't like because of what they do and what they're into, he's not going to mention their name to you, and he's not going to be hanging out with them. If his mom was an issue, if his sister was an issue and they were toxic, he's not mentioning their name to you. He's not talking to them in front of you, and he's not letting them intervene and disrupt y'all's relationship. If his baby mama or his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend was the issue, he have them at bay. He done put them in check. They know their space. They know their boundaries. And he's not disrespecting you for them or letting them disrespect you. He's put everything in check. He's crossing the T's and he's dotting the I's. This is a man who come back out of heart. And he's taking his time. He's patient, because he wants to have a lifetime with you. So he doesn't need you on your back spread eagle on the first night. If y'all were not married, then he don't need you on your bike at all, because he understands that he hurts you, and he understands that now you want to be abstinent. That now you want to build the right way. That now a wedding means something to you. So if he's come back out of heart and he over the age of 25, guess what? He looking for a ring. He looking for a ring. And listen to me, you need to be okay. If this your husband, a man of character, you need to be okay with whatever kind of ring he can afford. Now, don't be expecting him to go get no $5,000 ring if all he can afford is $1,000 ring, and he got to put that on layaway. And so you got to still have your priorities in order. Now, don't expect a man, I want a house. Oh, yeah, I want a house. And he couldn't afford a house the first time y'all was together. Y'all breaking up ain't putting no money in his pocket, so he can't afford a house now. So as a woman, you can't be unrealistic now and want him swinging from trees like Tarzan, carrying the moon for you. You got to be realistic. You can't expect either for him to have the wedding all booked and planned and paid for next month. You got to be realistic. So you got to evaluate his heart. You got to evaluate his effort. You got to evaluate his attitude, his energy. You got to watch the patterns, his habits, the consistency. That's what you got to pay attention to. And then in this, if he's serious and he coming back out of heart, and y'all had already been together for a year or more, if he's coming back out of heart and he already had a year with you, he's going to be getting on one knee within the next 6 to 12 months when he comes back. Within 6 to 12 months, he gonna be on the knee. He is going to be on the knee. Now, he could be the perfect man. He could be doing everything right. But if he ain't on the knee by that 12-month mark of being back together, so if y'all did 12 the first time, 12 months, or if you did 24 months, or if you did 36 months, however long it was, when he comes back, he needs to be perfect, because guess what? He could be perfect. Cheating is not an accident. DMing a woman is not an accident. Flirting with a woman is not an accident. So he need to be perfect. Watching nasty movies is not an accident. Everything we do as humans is a choice. So he needs to be perfect. And he need to be on one knee. If y'all were together more than 1 year the first time around, then he gonna be on one knee around that 6-month mark of getting back together. If y'all were not together for 1 year, then he gonna be on that knee around the 12-month mark, between that 12 and 24-month mark, if y'all hadn't been together for a year the first time around. Now, here's the thing. If this is his third time coming back, you playing the fool. You playing the fool. All he need to be coming back is a second time. If he came back a second time already, and you had to leave him again for cheating, beating, lying, manipulating, whatever, illegal activity, immature friends, clubbing, nasty movies, gambling, drinking, smoking, you had to leave him again. If he coming back on his third time, you playing the fool. You playing the fool. That's ego. That's ego. Because listen to me now. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to me now. A man I have worked with men who have mental issues, and they were able to learn rules and regulations and not break rules. Men who are biologically, mentally disabled. So if you dealing with a man who his health sheet does not list him as mildly retarded, and I'm talking the clinical use of this word, not the way the kids use it to be rude and bullying. I'm talking about the clinical word, mildly retarded. If he is not that, and his brain is fully functioning and fully working, he shouldn't have to come back a third time. He should not have to come back a third time in the same space. So now, when I say the same space, I mean in dating or in marriage. Now, if you had to check him in dating one time and he came back and y'all got married, and then you had to check him in marriage, that's two different things. That's two different things, because life changes, emotions, feelings change, situations change. So before marriage and during marriage, that's two different things. But if you've just been dating and you done had to kick him to the curb 2 times already, for whatever it is, you wasting your time. And the same goes for marriage. You done had to kick him to the curb 2 times already, you wasting your time. You wasting your time, because he is not slow. He is able to learn, and he is able to adapt. And that's what you got to understand. He taking your kindness for weakness, and he playing you like a fool. And you playing yourself. You playing yourself, because now you know better. So, yes, he is low character. He is immature. He may be insecure. He may be all of those things. But you're going to have to get up, and you're going to have to move on with your life. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. God bless you. Make sure you check the links in the description. Visit mymentor.life and book a session with your coach. A few of y'all have went to My Mentor and booked me. God bless you. Thank you. I look forward to it. I actually got a session with one of y'all today who booked me on My Mentor. But It's several other coaches on My Mentor, so look around. You can click the filter and filter through there. Put the topic you want to coach on. Those coaches will come up. All the coaches are virtual coaches, so this not going in the office and sitting with them. I created this site for virtual coaching to make it more safe, and so that you don't have, y'all don't end up on the desk. It's a lot of people ending up on the desk with the draws at the ankles in these here therapy, counseling, and coaching sessions. So I did this virtual so that it's safe. You're in the comfort of your own home, and I recommend doing the phone because it's also dangerous staring another human in the eye, especially of the opposite sex, for an hour. That's also dangerous. So I don't do Skype. Because you're not finna be sitting there talking with me in a vulnerable state and we looking each other in the eyes, because everybody human. And so My Mentor is very specifically curated and crafted to move this space forward. So hire a coach or become a coach. And if you would like to become a coach, I have a live training in Atlanta on February 22nd. You can visit TonyGaskins.com/events. I'll put the link in the description. Or you can take the course online on TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. And if you use the coupon code MyMentor, no caps, no spaces, it'll take 50% off. That's just for the people who are on my current students already, and for those of you who see my videos where I give that code out. It's My Mentor. Great way to invest a portion of your tax money to become a coach and start helping others, help them reach their goals. And one thing I learned, and it really changed my life, is I wasn't perfect when I became a coach. I'm still not perfect. But by helping others, it also helped me. Because while I'm encouraging somebody else, I'm also encouraging myself, because I'm hearing those words and I'm speaking those words into the universe, and they're taking hold and materializing in my life. So hey, this is Tony Gaskins. God bless you. We'll talk soon.